nagsabi, zero knowledge. That's okay. You can ask questions. Keep asking. You paid for this, so you have the right to ask all the questions you want. Okay? So, yan. For the next recipe, we are going to make molten baked cheese tarts. Bakit dito ako naglagay? Dito dapat. Okay, so this one, we have two components. We have the crust for the tart, and then we have the filling. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to make is our tart. So in your bowl, change camera tayo para you can see. Ayan. In your bowl, you have here your powdered sugar. So we are going to make pâte sucrée. Pâte sucrée is one of the pastry doughs out of the four. So this one is for the sweet type of pastries. So in our case, cheese tart. So gagamitan natin siya ng pâte sucrée, a sweet type of dough. And then in here, we are going to mix our powdered sugar, all-purpose flour, and our butter. So again, unsalted. So for this one, it's better to use lactic butter. So what is lactic butter? Lactic butter are butters that are very high quality. So it's European made. So example na lang si Flesha. Flesha is from France. So lactic butter, the usual making of butter kasi is they get the fat from the milk, diba? And then they churn it, they mix it until lumabas lahat ng liquid. Ang may iwan lang yung fat ng milk. So that's what we call milk fat. So they churn until 80% of that ng mixture is fat na lang. And then wala nang liquid. So yun na yung butter, no? So yan yung usual way of making butter. But in making lactic butter, before they get the fat from the milk, fina-ferment muna nila with lactic acid bacteria. Okay? So fina-ferment nila. So once it's fermented, tsaka pa nila yun i-churn and process into butter. So ang magiging result, deeper butter flavor, deeper aroma ng butter, and at the same time, hindi siya madaling mag-melt. So, ito yung mga tipo ng butter na magandang gamitin for butter cream. Okay? Mas stable. Okay? So, how will you know if the butter is lactic? Very easy. Look at the ingredient of the butter. Yung description. Pag may nakita kang lactic acid bacteria, that one is a lactic butter. So, yun lang. Okay? Yun lang yung indication. Madaling malaman. Okay? So, nakikita niyo dito, diba, habang nagsasalita ako, nire-rub ko with my fingertip yung butter with flour. Because I'm coating the butter with flour. Okay? This will help the, paki-light. Wag mo nahin mo. Paki-adjust yung light. Ayan, parang madilim. Ayan, so nakikita nyo? Wait. Ayan. So, it's like a coarse sand mixture na. Okay? So, the butter are coated with the with the flour. This technique will make your crust crispier and crunchier. Okay? So, at the same time, flaky. So, yan. Why fingertips lang? Ba't hindi buong kamay? Okay? Kasi, yung fingertip mo, mas less yung heat. No? Mas malamig siya compared sa palm mo. Ayaw mo ma-expose to very high heat yung butter kasi magme-melt. Pag nag-melt yan, hindi mo magagawa yung gantong technique. No? Magmi-mix lang siya, ma-absorb lang niya yung fat. Hindi sila magkakaroon ng layer ng flour and fat. Okay? That's why, nakalagay dyan, cold na butter dapat. Malamig dapat. Okay? Para pag ginawa mo itong technique, proper ang magiging result. Okay? And then after that, you can now add your salt. And then I have here my egg yolk and milk. So, dapat malamig din to. Everything should be cold in this mixture. Okay, so pour it there. And then, you mix it like this lang. Okay, you can also do this with mixer. Use paddle attachment. Okay, lalo na pag maramihan yung gagamitin mo, gagawa ka nito, maramihan. No, may order ka na, 500 pieces. Naku, good luck sa paggawa ng tart. So, gagamit ka na ng mixer noon kasi hindi na kaya ng manual. Okay? So, ito, konti lang naman. So, that's why, nag-manual na lang ako. Then, so, you can see how I mix it. Hindi ko siya nininid, no? Nililayer ko siya. I get a bunch, and then I top it, and then I press. Okay? Get a handful, top it, and then press. So, ganyan lang. Okay? Parang fino-fold in ko siya from each other. Para magkaroon ako ng layer ng fat and flour. Okay? So, again, this will result to crispier, flakier tart. Okay? Ang daming nasarapan dito sa cheese tart na to.
Chef, we have questions.
Okay? So, sige, I can allow questions. I can allow questions.
Can I use Emborg or Arla milk? Siguro sa Japanese.
Yeah, you can use any brand. Okay? You can use.
And also, Chef, ano pong pwedeng i-substitute sa flesha? Kasi po sa mga province, wala pong nagbebenta ng high quality ingredients.
Sa flesha, you can substitute, I think, si Arla is also lactic. Si Anchor, I think, is not. Magnolia, I think, is okay. Sorry ha, hindi ko sure kung lactic si Magnolia eh. But I'm sure si Anchor is lactic. Pero kasi si Anchor medyo soft compared to Magnolia. So, go with Magnolia na lang. Okay? So, once it's done, you can see, kapag margarine ang ginamit mo dito, it will become oily. Kasi mabilis mag-melt si margarine. So, ito, kita mo, hindi siya oily. No? Oh? Wala. Makikita niyo yung difference. Tingnan niyo, pag gumamit kayo ng ibang butter, it's really different. So, mas better pag flesha. Kasi, right after making it, I can mold it right away. Kapag yung ibang butter, mabasa-basa. Okay? And then, what you can do if medyo mabasa-basa pa yung dough mo is, you can wrap it in plastic wrap and then chill it for 1 to 2 hours bago mo siya i-mold. Ha? Para mas maganda, mas malinis yung pag-mold mo. But for me, I can directly mold it. Okay? So, I have my... I have it here. So, I have my muffin pan. Kita ba yun? I have my muffin pan. Muffin pan. Muffin pan ang ating. Pwede pa abot ng basurahan. And I have here my cutie patootie. This one, I don't know what it's called, but I think it's a muffin press. It's a tart presser, I think. So I bought this online, like Shopee or Lazada. You can also search for it. So it has 3 ounce and 1 ounce. So it's a lifesaver because super easy lang gamitin. Like you press it lang and then let it do the magic. Okay? So you will get na your tart dough, like mga 20 grams or 25. Then you form a ball. So zoom in tayo. And then you flatten it lang na ganyan para madali lang, okay? Then you press it there. Then you get your molder or your presser and then you press all your power. Then yan, maglulusen. Ang bilis, 'di ba? 'Di ba? And then i-press mo lang lightly yung ilalim. Ayan, para maayos. And then yung side. Zoom in na ba yan? Pwedeng liwanagan. Zoom in na. Okay. So it looks like this. Huh? Ayan. So, it looks like this. So, pag ipipress mo, because you don't want the tart to be super thin, pag super thin yan, pag na-bake yan, mas lalo pa siyang kakapal. Eh di yung tart mo, puro na lang crust. Okay? Hindi na bake cheesecake, hindi na cheese tart. Tart na.
Super thick.
Okay? Hindi maganda yung super thick. Maganda may balance ka ng texture and taste from your cheesecake filling and from your crust. Okay? So, mga ano lang, 3 mm. Okay? Ang thickness. Okay? So, what will you do sa excess? Wala, ganyan lang. Hayaan mo lang. You cut it with a very sharp knife. Like that. Okay? And then, balik mo lang dun yung excess. Then, you press it dyan sa top para maganda yung gawa mo. Ayan, parang madilim. And then, kung wala kang tart presser, you can use lang manual. So, this is how you do it. Okay? Wait lang daw. Ayan, maliwanag na tama. Natatakpan yung light namin eh. Okay? So, what you do is, you get a small ball. Like, same lang din nung kanina. And then, you do it like that. And then, you flatten it. And then, you press it there. And instead of using a presser, kasi wala ka nito, you use the mighty thumb. And, ano ba sa English to? Index finger, di ba? Or hintuturo. Wow.
Sabihin na lang later.
Okay? So, yan. You press it gently. Okay? Make sure na yung dito na side, eto, yung meat, yung nagmi-meat, kung where nagmi-meat tong side, nipisan nyo ha. Dito ako inis na inis pag bumibili ako ng mga pasalubong. Kasi dito na side yung madalas makapal. Kasi syempre, yung production ng mga tao na nagbebenta ng mga delicacies, mabilisan, di ba? Pak, 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 pak. O, tapos tanggal, tapos okay na. Hindi na nila tine-check yung dito. So, nauusi ako. So, kaya ituturo ko sa inyo na huwag kapalan yung dun na side. Okay? So, dapat pantay. Ha? Ayan. Like so. That. And then you cut the excess. Okay? So, huwag kang mag-alala kung wala kang muffin presser or tart presser. Okay? So, yan. So, we have 2. So, punuin mo yan. Makakaabot ng, ilan ba? 14 to 15 pieces yung magagawa ng isang recipe ng tart crust. So, you can puno this to make it this all. And then ako hindi na kasi I made it na earlier. So, you bake this at 150, at 180 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes until mag-golden brown. So, you have to bake it thoroughly, no, until it's done because yung filling natin, luto na. So, hindi natin siya lulutuin ng matagal. So, dapat luto na yung tart natin, tart shells natin. Okay? So, when you bake that at for 10 to 15 minutes until mag-ano siya, maging brown, you will have something like this. Pero wait lang ha, linisin ko muna yung table ko.
Chef, pie tamper din.
Ha?
Pie tamper.
Pie tamper. Social naman, pie.
Pwede po bang gamitin sa egg pie yan?
Oo, pero maliit. Diba?
I mean, yung recipe ng tart.
Yung recipe, yeah, you can use this. In any tart that you want. Ay, ayun pala yung cling wrap. Paabot ng cling wrap. So, itatago ko muna to. Diba? I-chill ko muna. Gagamitin ko later. Masyado atang maliwanag na yung light.
Sa pot sa Pray Chef, APF is
Ang liwanag. Everything is sifted. Every time you use flour, no, or dry ingredients, always sift. Okay? So, chill muna natin yan. So, papakita ko na yung ating baked tart. So, it's like this. So, change camera tayo ulit. So, you can see close up. Like that. Diba? Ang dami. Ito lahat ng nagawa. Ilan na ba to? 12. Hala, 17 nga nagawa nito. So, how do you unmold it? Okay? You just gently, blowing, o, diba? Diba? Matatanggal lang yan. Okay?
Hindi po ba i-grease yan?
No need to grease the muffin pan because this one is high in fat, so matatanggal lang siya ng pusa. Okay? Ayan, o, diba? Okay? So, this is the color that you want to achieve. No? Diba? You see golden brown. Ito kasi naka-direct kasi ito sa heat kaya medyo mas brown siya. Tsaka
Nilalagyan
konti.
mo pa ng bigas siya.
Okay? So, blind baking where you put rice or beans sa middle. No need because this one is a small one lang. So, if nakita mo na umangat, di ba, nag-bump yung taas ay yung gitna because of the steam, after you take it out of the oven, just gently press it kasi malambot pa yan eh. I-press mo lang gently para mag-flatten. Okay, so that's the technique I do. Para hindi na ako mag-blind bake. Hello, like, ang dami kaya nito, tas sayang sa bigas, isa-isahin ko pa yan. Eh, kaya naman eh. Flat naman, oh. You can see? Flat yan. Walang umbok. Diba? Hindi na rin ako nagtitinidor. Okay? Just bake it, do it properly para hindi ka na double task. Okay, so that's your crust or your tart. So, let's set this aside because gagawa tayo ng filling. Okay? For the filling, kailangan ulit natin ng ating handy-dandy notebook. Ito. So, hindi tayo magdo-double boil. Kailangan natin ng pot. Okay? So, we are going to cook our filling. So, yun yung sabi ko kanina. Luto na yung filling natin. Kaya kailangan luto na rin yung tart. Asan na iba? Ayan. So,
Is that cupcake pan or iba pa yung tart pan?
parehas lang. You can also use the cupcake pan. So, if you don't have that. Ako yung height kasi nung molder ko is like 1 inch. Or, asa na ba? Yan. Mababaw lang yung akin eh. Ayan. So, the height of this is like 2/3 inch. Mababaw lang. So, you can use also the cupcake molder that you have at home na medyo malalalim. But it will make lesser. Okay? Kasi syempre, mas malalim yung madami kang magagamit ng tart and filling. Okay?
Can we make the tart in advance and how do we store it?
You can make the patsukray in advance. Just, freeze it. Okay? So, cling wrap and then freeze.
May nagbebenta po ba ng egg tart na cheese tart shell online if may volume po na order? And pwede po ba yung gamitin?
Oh, may nagbebenta na kita ko sa Bake Happy. You can use that. But I think that one is, ay, ano yung pang egg tart? Yung puff pastry? Ay, pwede din naman, pero depende sa'yo. You can also use that. I think that one is a puff pastry, yung flaky na may layer talaga ng fat and flour. So, that one is different. You ask them lang, okay? Kung parehas ba siya sa patsukray or pastry dough. Okay? So, for our filling, question? Let's go. Let's go. So, for our filling, we need our cream cheese. So, again, I'm gonna use Arla here again because I want my cheese start feeling soft and very smooth. Okay? Turn on the heat, medium. Heat up your cream cheese. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Okay? Cream cheese and our cream.
Pwede po ba gamitin magnolia?
Magnolia na.
Cream cheese.
Yeah, you can also use that.
And how long do you need to store sa freezer yung pats of gray?
You can store the pats of gray. Ako nakaka-store ako ng kahit umabot ng buwan, okay pa siya. No? Kahit 1 month ko siyang nilagay doon sa freezer, still okay. Basta hindi lang palaging labas-pasok sa freezer. Ha? Maganda kung gusto mo, gumawa ka ng maramihan. Tapos, i-divide mo na. Kunwari, per pack is 50 grams, is 300 grams. So, isang gamitan lang. Para pag ginamit mo, hindi mo ilalabas yung buong dough. Yung 300 grams yung gagamitin mo. Or kung ilan yung usual mong ginagamit kapag gumagawa ka. Okay? You can do that technique. Ganyan din ako sa sa supply ko dito sa bahay. So, what I do, bumibili ng karne, 1 kilo, and then, sineseparate ko yung lalagyan. So, bawat ziplock, may pang isang lutuan, ganyan. Kasi, di ba, mahilig tayo ang ginagawa natin. Yung isang buong 1 kilo, Tapos, ilalagay sa isang lalagyan. Pagkatapos niyan, pag ito ibababad sa tubig para mawala yung ice. Tapos, hindi mo naman pala gagamitin lahat ng manok. So, nasisira yung quality ng meat mo. Okay? If you always do that, you thaw, and then you freeze again, you thaw, and then you freeze again. So, nasisira kasi because of the crystallization of the moisture. Wow, naging scientific. Crystallization of the moisture, and then yung inside, yung crystal sa loob ng meat na kaka-affect din sa quality. Mabilis pa masira. Okay? So, ganun ka rin dapat sa paste, ay sa iyong ingredients. Okay? So, in here, we have our cream cheese and cream. And then, I'm gonna add now the powdered sugar. Okay? Powdered sugar. Ayan. And then, you mix it. Okay? So, ito, diba, dairy, dapat hindi hinahayaan. Ayaw nito na pinapabayaan mo siya. Kasi, masisira. So, after you mix it in, you now change to whisk para mawala yung bump. Okay? Okay. Question, go.
Ano bang good na substitute ng Arla butter?
Flesha. If not, you go with magnolia.
Same lang din po ba yung Arla cream cheese in pale sa top?
No, the Arla cream cheese tub is softer. So, mas maganda siya pang spread lang and to other dressings, mga ganyan lang. So, mas maganda yung block kasi mas firmer and mas tangy yung lasa. Mas maganda yung block eh. Okay? Magkaiba yung tub. Magkaiba sila ng application. Okay?
Other sub for cream cheese. Other sub for cream Arla high statin.
Other sub, you can use Paysan Breton, you can use Emborg, you can use Ellen Beer, pero you go with the dairy, ha? Basahin nyo, dairy. Paano ba malaman na dairy yon? Pag mahal. Okay? If you go 300 to 400 per liter, that's pure dairy. Pag yung mga 100 to 200 lang na cream, yan, per liter, yan yung mga non-dairy. Yan yung mga low quality.
All-purpose cream po.
All-purpose cream is, yeah, you can also use that. Pero hindi siya ganun ka-high quality. Hindi siya compared to the creams na like pure creams, dairy creams.
Cream po is heavy cream.
Yeah, you can use heavy cream. Mas maganda heavy cream.
And then, do you need to sift the powdered sugar?
Yes, everything is sifted. All the dry ingredients should be sifted. Okay? Ayan, natapos na ako mag-mix. Ang dami natin Sinagot. So, can you zoom in? Ayan. So, ito, hinalo ko. Nakita nyo, wala ng lumps. Right there. And then, thick pa siya ng konti. Don't cook it for too long, ha? Okay? So, yan. Nandyan na yung ating, this one, andito na yung ating, tawag dyan, cream cheese, powdered sugar, cream, and salt pa pala. And salt. Okay?
Anong cream po gamit niyo, chef?
The cream that I use is Arla. Arla High Stability. Okay? And then, in a separate bowl, like this bowl, you mix your eggs. Ayan.
Mona Lisa po ba is heavy cream?
No, Mona Lisa is non-dairy cream. So, it's made up of vegetable fat. So, again, here I have my egg and my cake flour. So, cake flour will be our thickener. And then you mix it together. Laki ng whisk ko. Okay lang yan. Pagtsagaan natin. Dito ko na nalagay eh. So, panindigan. Okay? Mix it together with the cake flour. So, okay lang yan na medyo may lumps. Like that. And then, after that, you gently pour in the, wait lang, since wala akong kasama sa buhay. Sure ako pag winis ko to, gagalaw. So, kailangan lagyan natin ng stopper, which is a, ano to? Ano bang tawag dito? Bimpo, o di kaya kitchen towels. Ayan. Okay, stable na siya. Okay, so zoom in. So the reason why we're doing this is because we are tempering the egg. Okay, dahan-dahan natin siyang ina-expose to high heat. Hindi kasi mainit. Kasi kung binigla mo yan, binuhos dun sa cream cheese mixture mo, ano mangyayari? Scrambled egg. Pero at least, cream cheese flavor. So, dahan-dahan. Tempering. This is what we call tempering. Okay? And then you mix it. Kita mo, wala ng lumps ng flour. Nag-melt na siya together. Okay? So, when you temper it, you can feel it's warm already. You go back to your pot. And then, you pour your egg mixture. Tempered egg mixture. Like so. Simutin dahil every drop counts. That. Pwede mo na makuha yung mixture ko. Okay? And then, we turn on the heat again. Low temperature lang. Para continuously cooking. Kasi nilagay mo yung itlog. So, you're gonna cook it again. Okay? Tip. When you're cooking this, don't cook it until it's super thick. Because pag na-super thick mo to, tapos binake mo pa, diba? Kasi ang gagawin natin, we are going to store, after cooking this, we're going to store it in the chiller until mag-set, and then we're gonna pipe it sa tart, and then we're gonna bake this for the last time. We're gonna bake this for the last time. So, kapag naluto mo na to ng super thick, and then binake mo pa, hindi mo na ma-achieve yung molten effect because you cook it, na-overcook mo na. Hindi na siya runny. Okay? Thick na masyado. Okay? So, pag niluto mo to, thick but runny. So, I'm gonna show you later the texture. So, meron na siyang konting body pero runny pa rin kahit pa. Ayan. So, pag nakita mo na when it starts to scald. So scalding is when small smoke is rising up from the pot. Ibig sabihin, starting to heat up, and it will slowly become thicker and thicker and thicker. So, pag nakita mo nang nag-smoke na siya ng kaunti, ayan, ibig sabihin, you're almost there. You can see, starting to mag-ribbon stage na. Kanina, di ba? Fluid masyado. Ayan, o. Okay? So, ayan. Stuck ka na sa ganyang texture. Sa ganyang viscosity. Okay? Kita mo? It drops, but, tawag dyan, it drops, pero, nagiging runny pa rin ng kaunti. So, makita mo nag-lumps kasi ginamit ako ng spatula. Tingnan mo mamaya, mawawala lang din yan. So, kasi kailangan natin, nag-spatula ako kasi kailangan natin ilagay yung ating butter. So, you mix in your butter. Okay. Like that. Wait lang, nilalayo ko kasi sa heat. Kaya, tinanggal ko. And then, lagyan mo ng lemon zest. Optional again. Kung gusto mong may tangy flavor, you put lemon zest. Kung wala, okay lang. Your cream cheese. Depende sa'yo kung anong gusto mo.
Anong klaseng cream cheese po gamit mo, chef?
This one is Arla. So, ayan. So, if ever na nalilito kayo, no, nilalagyan ko yan andyan sa recipe kung anong cream cheese. Okay? Use soft type of cream cheese for your, molten cheese tart. Mas maganda kasi yung texture niya. Okay? So, yan. Our lemon zest is in our mixture. So, all we have to do is mix it in.
What brand po ng heavy cream?
Like that. This one is Arla High Stability. You can also, actually, Arla High Stability is not heavy cream because heavy creams are 36% fat and higher. So, yan yung meaning ng mga percentage sa mga cream, guys. The percentage, nakikita nyo, di ba? 35%, 30%, 32%. That's the fat percentage, kung gaano kadaming fat ang meron sa cream na binibili ninyo. Okay? So, si Arla High Stab, meron siyang 35% fat. Si Arla Whipping Cream, meron siyang 36% fat. So, that one is the heavy cream. Okay, so it's cooked. We're gonna transfer it to our lalagyan. Like that. And then we are going to chill this until it sets. Okay? Pero before mo i-chill ha, palamigin mo muna. Okay? Para hindi mapanis. Hindi kasya sa isang lalagyan lang eh. So, dalawa. Like that.
Swiss Valley and Angkor. Pwede po ba?
Yes, you can use that. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So, hindi mo natin tatakpan kasi parang umangat yung steam, ay yung init. Saan ko ba ito lalagay? Dito na lang. Ayan. And then, transfer natin to dahil kailangan natin ng ating table. Okay? Pwede ba kung makakuha ng basahan for the mesa? Para hindi messy. Okay? Ipit muna tayo para maayos ang ating demo. Okay? So, punasan ko muna yung mesa ko. So, now, we have our tart and we have also our filling. So, ready na tayo mag-assemble. So, I have here my, ginawa ko na siya, no? Last week pa. Wow, last week. So, yan. You can also make this ahead of time, yung filling mo. Okay? Kasi, syempre, di ba, na nakagawa ka na ng, what do you call that? Nakagawa ka na ng tart mo, di ba, ahead of time. You can also, do this ahead of time. But, this one has shorter shelf life. Okay? So, sa storing nito, chilled, mas maganda kung within 3 to 5 days gamitin mo na. Okay? Mas higher ang quality. Okay? And then, kailangan natin ng piping bag. So, here, ano yan, bandang. So, here, kailangan natin ng spatula also. So, here, nakita nyo, this is nakaset na ng mixture. So, makita nyo dyan, diba, matigas na siya. Wait lang, lipat. Ayan. Magsiset yan. Hindi ko kasi maabot yung ano eh. Tada! Ayan! Ayan. So, magsiset yan, titigas. Wait, parang mas concern ako sa oily face ko. Excuse me. Gusto ko maganda ako pag tinitingnan niyo ako. Ay, nilipat agad yung camera. Nagpapaganda ba ka para sa kanila? Okay. So, here, we are going to transfer it to our piping bag with piping tip na plain. But, if you don't have a piping tip na plain, that's okay. No, putulan nyo na lang yung piping bag nyo ng butas. Okay lang yan. Pero mas maganda kasi merong piping tip para malinis, no? So, when you transfer it, no, you get a piping bag and then cover the hole like this. And then, you fold the top like that. Okay? And then, you form a C letter. And then, you put your hands, your piping bag doon sa C. Parang siya yung magiging holder. Okay? And then, you transfer your mixture right there. Like so. So, mas maganda talaga, pinaset mo muna yung mixture mo para madali lang siyang i-handle. And then, pag pinipe mo siya, hindi siya messy, hindi runny. Ayan. Sorry, nawala ako. Tiningnan ko kasi yung Japanese cheesecake, nasa gilid ko lang. Okay, and then after that, you push your mixture there. So, I can see kasi na hindi pa luto yung Japanese cheesecake ko. So, I extended the time. Mga nakaka 30 minutes pa lang ko. Kulang pa ng 15 minutes for my Japanese cheesecake. Okay? So, in here, your tarts are ready. Shining, shimmering. Okay? And then, you pipe lang. Okay? Zoom in tayo. You pipe it like this. So, pag nag-pipe ka, steady lang. Yan na yung zoom. Like, super zoom pa para makita nila. Ayan. Okay, so again, you pipe steady lang. Huwag gagalaw. Steady. Pipe, 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 pipe. Until ma-reach mo ng ganyan. Uumbok. Okay? And then, pipe, 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 pipe. Steady lang. Like that. Okay? So, just keep piping. Mineasure ko to, mga nasa 30 to 40 grams per tart shell. Okay, steady again. Ayan. Kailangan ng complete silence dito kasi kung hindi ka mag-focus, mawawala ka. Wow, mawawala.
Should you pull the
Ano?
should you pull the tart first before placing the filling?
I have tried na, pinipe ko siya na mainit pa yung tart. Okay lang naman. Hindi naman siya nalulusaw talaga. Nagme-melt lang yung sides, but firm pa rin yung gitna. So, kung nagmamadali ka, you can do that, no? Na i-pipe mo na agad habang mainit pa yung tart shell. Pero recommended na you cool down the tart shell first.
For the mixture, kailangan po bang i-room temperature?
Hindi, no need na ito nga. Galing na to sa chiller. Dinerecho ko. Actually, guys, yung tart nyo, hindi nyo yan maa-unmold habang mainit pa kasi malambot pa yan. Okay? So, dapat you have to cool it down before you unmold it. Kasi as it cools down, it becomes firmer. So, mas madali siyang ma-unmold. Okay, okay, okay? Do the right thing. Ay! So, finish lang natin yung isang tray, yung 1 dozen. Like that. Wait lang. Nag-feel pa ako ng palaman eh. Ay, ng feeling. Okay, so pipe, pipe, pipe until ma-reach ang top and then stop. Pipe, steady. Stop. Madilim ata. Okay, so yan. Na-feel na natin lahat. Now we are going to brush it with our egg wash. So, yung egg wash mixture, binigay ko na dyan yung recipe. Ano nakalagay ba dyan? Asan na ba yun? Ayan. Egg yolk and milk. Okay, so this one, ito na yon. And then you get a brush. No? Then, gently brush it yung top and yung sides. Mas maganda na i-brush nyo rin yung tart because as it bakes, nagba-brown siya. So, it gives a rustic effect to your tart. Diba? This one is really, really good. Like so. Yan. Fast forward natin. Yan. I-brush mo yung sides. So, yan. So, pwede kayong magtanong ngayon habang nababrush ako. Okay? May question kayo?
Hindi po ba pwedeng i-direct bake na naka-pan pa? Hindi ba malulunod?
Pag
Hindi
nag-direct,
kaya unmold?
nalulunod. Sino
Hindi
nalulunod?
ba kaya unmold?
Okay. So, mas better, mas recommended na i-unmold mo muna yung tart before you pipe it. Kasi pag nasa molder pa, tapos pinipe mo siya, tapos binake mo, mahirapan ka mag-unmold. Kasi ganun yung ginawa ng previous ko na student. Ayan, nag-crack-crack yung tart niya. Hindi kasi nakinig. Ano ba yan? Hindi nakikinig sa klase.
Ano kung gamit yun ng milk, chef?
Okay, so, ayan, ano ba? So, you unmold it before you pipe your filling and you bake it. For the milk, I use Cremier de France. So, you can use Conaprol. You can also use Nestle or any brand that you want. Basta, ang bilhing gatas ay full milk, whole milk, full cream na mga gatas. Huwag yung mga skim, huwag yung zero trans fat. No, wag. Kasi, mas masarap yung lasa ng mga full milk or mga full cream milk. Kasi, full pa yung fat nila. So, yan yung mga difference kasi ng mga gatas, guys. So, yung nakita nyo dyan ng mga percentage, fat percent din yan ng gatas. Bawat, bawat kind ng gatas, may iba't ibang level of, may iba't ibang percentage ng fat content. Okay, so sa skimmed milk, walang fat. So, mas hindi masarap. Okay? So, yan. So, na-brush ko na siya ng egg white. And then, we are going to bake this at 150 degrees Celsius ng mga 10 to 15 minutes lang. Ito nga, itong mga maliliit, 10 minutes is okay na. Okay? So, don't bake it for too long. Remember, everything is cooked there. you're just gonna bake it again to heat up the inside para pag-cut mo molten. And then to make a shiny yellow crust at top. That's why you're gonna bake it again. Okay? So, don't bake it for too long. Kasi, pag na-bake mo siya for too long, na-overbake mo, pag crack mo, nag-set na yung cheesecake sa gitna, wala ng molten effect. So, goodbye. Okay?
Question,
Ayan. May question.
Can we use mascarpone cheese?
Ang yaman. Yes, you can use mascarpone.
Sa Japanese cheesecake chef,
Hmm.
paano po kapag in the middle of baking naubusan po ng gas?
Ay, mahirap yan. Kasi, yung Japanese cheesecake mo, merang base. So, dapat, may gas ka. Okay? So, pag naputol yan, mag-collapse yung cake mo.
And bakit po nasi-shrink yung Japanese cheesecake when cooled down?
Actually, guys, wait lang. Check ko muna yung Japanese cheesecake ko. Talking about. Actually, guys, chiffon tends to shrink talaga. So, don't worry if your chiffon or sponge are shrinking. It's because that's the natural behavior of the protein. Ang nangyayari kasi, the protein, the air pockets that you made with the meringue is like this. And then it's coated with the protein, no? Protein from your flour, from your cream cheese. And then, as it bakes, no? Pag na-reach na yung 180 degrees or 160 degrees, the protein will coagulate. So, pag sinabing coagulate, nagsiset na siya. No? Nagko-contract yan. Nabibake na. So, magiging, ano na siya, magiging firm. So, kulong niya na yung steam inside, no? Nakulong niya na yung air pocket dyan, the steam from your water, from the moisture. So, yan na. So, inside the, ano yan ha, the oven. So, firm. And then, pag nilabas mo yan, lalabas sa oven, magre-release pa rin yung steam kasi mawawala na yung heat, mawawala na yung pressure, so lalabas yung steam. So, wala nang nagpapa-firm sa kanya. Mababawasan ng konti. Anong mangyayari? Mag-shrink ng kaunti. So, it's normal na mag-shrink yung chiffon or sponge nyo because that's how protein behaves. Kahit yung mga tinapay, pag nilabas mo yan sa oven, mag-shrink yan ng konti. Pero pag nag-shrink yan ng double its size, ay, may problema na. Hindi na yun natural. Okay? So, kaya ang sinasabi nila, pag gumagawa ka ng chiffon or ng sponge, you unmold it right away. You unmold it, kaya, di ba tinatawag nila yung cake pan? Kasi, para by the time na mag-unmold yung chiffon mo, uniform yung shrinking. Ay, by the time na mag-shrink yung chiffon mo, tapos na-unmold mo, uniform yung shrinking. Wala na siyang kakapitan sa gilid na cake pan. Okay? So, pag nag-shrink kasi yan, tapos yung baba niya, no, yung baba ng cake, sabi, ang hirap mag-explain ng walang paraphernalia. Okay? So, didikit kasi sa baba. So, pag nag-unmold yan, ang mangyayari, ang shrinking niya, di ba, straight, magiging ganun. Kasi yung baba nakakapit nun sa wax paper, pwede kaya sa cake pan mo. So, nakaganon siya. So, kaya i-unmold mo siya para yung shrinking niya sabay. Okay? Pantay pa rin. Okay? So, that's how.
Question.
Ano pang question? Sige.
Pwede po bang Master Gourmet Gold ang gamitin?
Yes, you can use Master Gourmet Gold, but the flavor, mas masarap si Arla kasi pure si Arla ng dairy eh. Si Master Gourmet Gold, half non-dairy, half dairy. So that's why I recommend Arla in here because you're using cream cheese, which is a high quality ingredient. So once you go high quality, you always go high quality all the way. Kasi sayang yung quality ng one main ingredient mo, tapos sasamahan mo ng mga low quality. So, sayang yung, yung lasa and the texture. So, you go high quality, guys.
Chef, ilang days po ang shelf life ng malted baked cheese tart?
Recommended, consume within 3 to 5 days. Chilled dapat ha.
How long nga po i-bake ulit? And magkano ang selling price?
For the baking time, you know, that's in the recipe. You bake it at 150 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. For the selling price, you can sell that at 40 to 50 pesos each tart. Okay?
Chef, need po ba 150 Fahrenheit lang po temperature ng oven habang nagbe-bake na? Kasi di ba minsan habang tumatagal, tumataas po yung temperature. Bago lang po kasi ako mag-oven kaya di ko po alam. Salamat.
You need to calibrate your oven. So, ganyan din kasi minsan mas tumataas, lalo na kapag yung mga degas, yung mga apoy. So, kailangan, every now and then, sisilipin mo yung oven mo, kung nasa tamang temperature pa ba o hindi. You have to adjust it. Okay? So, again, the answer to that, dapat friends kayo ni oven. You must know how your oven behaves. Lalo na pag bago. Yeah. Mahaba-haba pa ang pagsasamahan nyo.
Chef, for the different cheesecakes, ano po recommended na oven settings at position ng oven?
Anong posisyon? Oven setting. For the function, you can always use convection or the top and bottom heat. For the positioning, middle rack. Okay? But, depende sa recipe. Like, for example, kay Japanese cheesecake, mas maganda na sa top rack siya para malapit siya sa top heat mo, mabilis mag-brown yung taas.
What if naubusan po ng water yung batter?
You can always pour it again. Pero dun sa nire-recommend ko na 1-inch height, hindi ka mauubusan, girl. Okay? Ano pa? Pakilagay na lang sa side. Para yan mamaya. Done so far? Okay, so we are done with our second recipe. So we are going to cut again the video para maganda yung pag-upload namin mamaya. Okay, so change setup muna ako for the next recipe. Okay, guys?